Hi to everyone. My name is Anton Kamayev, and today, together with me, Alexander Romanov, our technical director. So together, we will give you a presentation of KNX Integration Server. And first part of this presentation is about KNX Integration Server. I will describe what it is and what kind of tasks does it solve. So here you can see the agenda of this session. So what kind of pains of KNX integrators this solution can solve. We'll describe it. We will tell you what kind of objects you can do with integration server. And there will be technical demonstration. So Alex will show you some tips and tricks of how to connect third-party systems to KNX, how to set up logic like schedules, routines, and so on, how to make configuration from ETS and create different custom tailored interfaces. A few words about us. I hope that you are familiar with us, but still, we are a Russian-based company established in 28. We have 50 professionals in our team, and we sell our solutions in 72 countries. We work with integrators directly, and those who passed our certifications exams become our certified specialists. So we have almost 1,000 of them worldwide. And our dealers make annually about 3,000 projects with iRidium. Now let's talk about KNX Integration Server. So it's a solution to integrate different protocols together with KNX. It allows you to make custom tailored visualization, custom tailored design of control interfaces, and you can set up any logics. Here you can see three types of hardware platforms which goes with KNX Integration Server, and you are able to choose which one to use depending on the size of your project. So we will focus on the hardware platform, which is called iRidium KNX Server UMC, because it has KNX TP1 interface on board for direct connection with KNX bus. And it also allows to program KNX bus through ETS directly. It supports up to 2,500 KNX group addresses, and you can connect up to 25 control panels with it. So it's suitable for smart homes and commercial installations, but also if you have bigger project, you can choose iRidium server NUC based on Intel NUC. It's for complicated large-scale installations. Of course, in this case, you have to choose to use a gate between IP and KNX. And for smaller projects, we have Raspberry Pi, which could also be a hardware platform for KNX Integration Server. But this one is for small projects. So let's concentrate on the first option, which is UMC1. So what tasks you are able to solve with this KNX Integration Server? First of all, it's all about unique visualization. You are able to say yes to any requests from your customer regarding the design of the interface. It could look differently based on their needs. Secondly, you are able to integrate third-party systems to KNX projects, such as Modbus, Global Cache, Z-Wave, Voice Assistance, and so on. You can set up logic like schedules, routines, using block schemes or JavaScript engine, which allows you to create any logic based on your wish. Of course, you can configure equipment from ETS. It provides you stable work of the whole system. You get secure remote control, and as a result, you have one application to control different protocols, different equipment. Talking about visualization, I'd like to pay your attention that our solution have a native application, which is called i3 Pro, and it works equally on different platforms such as Windows, Android, iOS, or macOS. So here on this slide, you can see a few examples of interfaces which you can create, but actually there are more of them, and they actually help you to sell the project itself. because the interface make kind of wow effect when you make a demonstration to your potential customer. Plus, it's about the individual project creation for your customers. Normally, they like to have something like this, something unique on a luxury projects or on complex projects. With it, you can realize any customer's wish, doesn't matter what kind of interface they want, and you give them flexibility. If you are interested to learn more what kind of interfaces has been already created on our platform together with KNX Integration Server, you can scan this QR code, or we will send you links where you can check it on our YouTube channel. We have dozens of customized interfaces created by integrators worldwide, which are shared with us. Many times we faced with a question from integrators that say, well, I'm not a designer, or we do not have a designer in our company. So in this case, we developed dozens of templates which are available on our website, and some of them for free, some of them are paid, but they are ready to use. You just edit them a little bit, change the names, maybe change some icons, and then you're ready to go connected with KNX project. So it's not a big deal to create an interface using a template, which you can get for free for testing, and then customize it for your project. So if you have no designer, it's not an issue at all. Now I will give floor to Alex, and we will move to the technical part of our presentation.
Okay, good. Thank you, Anton. I'm Alex Romanov. I'm CTO at iRidium Mobile. And today we will show you how you can use our product for your interesting project. Well, Anton said about we have a template, we have a unique design, a lot of different interesting words in presentation, but I think the one real practice, the better way show you what we have. Here I have opened, this is our IDE, it's our studio. It looks like Photoshop, and you can use this tool to create unique interface for your project. Well, we have an emulator for Windows machine, and I will show you. It's this example, a real project with a real design. And as you can see, we can use some plans. We can use some additional things, some photo interface, some here we have on Russian language, but of course you can use another one. Or I just show you another project, it's a real project too. And again, we have emulator. As you can see, it can be run very fast. Okay, the same way we have a scheme, and I can use a photorealistic interface with a smooth effects to control something like this, to be seen with condition, etc. Okay, another one like this. This is interface from cafe. It's karaoke, Empire Karaoke. It looks like some video game. You can control some lightings, or you can use it to control some lighting inside some zone. All of this possible in this interface. Very simple, but I think it's a unique interface for this. Another one, of course, it's not about only Windows machine PC like a tablet view. You can use it for mobile view, like for phone. And here we have another one design with the lists, with some blinds, with the climate. And all of this you can make in our project without any additional tools. All of this possible inside Studio. Well, another one, it will be last one, unique interface like this. It's just a concept for level. You can use it for some, I don't know, for example, for temperature or for dimmer. You can use it like this. You can use it like this. As you can see, with the some part of graphics part, very smooth, very interesting. Well, it was about unique interface, and of course we have this interface for some examples on our website. It's a KNX iRidium KNX visualization, and here we have a lot different examples from real projects. And we have templates here on our website. Some of them as with a free, but some of them paid. And you can use it, this templates for your project. Well, again, I just show you, this is a template like a slide. This is template for your real project. You can add new functions for this. And we have some template for this to control some functions, shades, TV, music, etc. Of course, we have here interesting effect with the slide effect. Okay, and another one. This is template 2, and we can use it. As you can see, very fast start for project. And here we have some rooms, we have some activities, lights, we can change it, we can make something. Okay, let's start our demonstration after this short show with our editor. Well, access to system token, what it means? We can use in our studio a very interesting function with the tokens for panel projects. As you can see here, we have an accelerometer, like a shake, some coordinates for application, battery level. I mean, you can use a battery level for wall-mounted tablet, like if you have iPad, and if you want to make it more reliable, this solution, you should use some additional relay for power, and you can control it with the level of battery or status battery. For to date, you can use name or proximity or vibro. You can use some tokens about display for bright. For example, if you can make some screensaver, and you can decrease brightness to 0, and it will be a very interesting case for your end user. A lot of different tokens available for your project. Okay. About supported equipment, we have support. Of course, we have support for KNX. We support any version of ETS imported, like 4 or 5, and I hope it will be available soon, ETS 6. And you can use a scanner for KNX ETS project. I just use some stand, and we have some wizard for this. You can use some group addresses, some structure from ETS without any additional settings. just import. You can add some smart things here. Well, and now, as you can see, I have a structure like an ETS with a group, with a relay, some commands and feedbacks, with some types, subtypes. Of course, I can make, I can edit, I can add some commands manually with the some types, with the some addresses. All of this possible here, but the best way is use ETS import from the project. Well, but it's not at all. We can add another driver, and as you can see here, we have a lot of different drivers, like Modbus, like IP cameras, SIP intercoms, voice assistant like a Google Home and Amazon Alexa, and Global Cache and Z-Wave. A lot of different drivers here available, and you can make some integration server. It's a truly integration server for different projects via IP level or via some hard interface level. All of this available in our product. Well, and we will try to make some little bit interesting function. How to show video from many cameras on one display. I will show you it on a real project, like a slide. It's a, as you can see, it was a template, and now I can edit this template for kitchen, for example. And I will show you the fast way to add some cameras here. I just add some elements, some block. It's a button. Of course, for my cameras, I want to use a button with, I can make it transparent. And I want to add some cameras here. We have cameras, just add, and we support any RTSP compatible cameras or on-WIF cameras. For RTSP, I can add just some URI, just OK, and just drag and drop this camera to the element. Let's try to check it on our emulator. Okay, kitchen. Yeah, as you can see here, we have a camera now. It's a real camera from some hotel. Okay, but what about another one camera? It looks like the same way. Just make it a little bit smaller. Just add another one panel. Of course, it will be transparent too. Okay, and I want to add another one camera. Okay, and drag and drop this camera here. Let's check it on our emulator. Just to start. And now I have one camera and I have another one camera. Well, and as you can see, it looks like very good and very fast way. Of course, we have this stream. It's a UDP, and some we should use some very good connection for this camera, and I can make it more or less. All of this possible in our software. Okay, but what about next step? How to add SIP intercom to my project? And again, we have a driver here, just a driver. I can add a device. For example, it will be SIP intercom, as you can see, SIP. And I can use a lot of different properties here, and I can add it, and I can add here some stream, video stream. or we have a documentation, very good documentation about it, about SIP intercom. Oh, sorry, I have here a Russian language, but of course we have English language and we have Dutch, and some part of this translated to Chinese. And here we have a lot of different properties, settings, but in the bottom, we have already done projects for some intercoms with the settings for AccuVox, for Daha, for TrueIP, Mobotics, URMET, BPT, Dobird, 2N, BusIP, Guinas, all of this available on our website. And here you can use this settings, another one settings, and you can use some example from this with the settings. I think it's a very good way to add SIP intercom. Okay, what next? Some logic parts, block schemes. Well, of course, a smart home, it's not about only visualization. Of course, it's about some smart heart of this home, and it's about some logical part. Okay, I can add in our iRidium Studio a new file, server project, and here I can make some logical part for my smart home. The first thing, it's about schemes. Okay, just add a new scheme, and I can make this scheme like how it will be. For example, input, I have some volume, like 5, and I have some tag from some driver. How I can edit? I can add some comment or some feedback here with some settings, and I can just make it for tag. Okay, and I can add some math operation. For example, I can make it like a sum, and I can add this out to log some output. Okay, and it's all. It's very simple way to logic function, and of course you can run mode. We have run mode. It will be started by on tag changed. When this tag will be changed, we can start the scheme again and again, or it can be run by interval. It means that you can edit like each seconds, each 5 seconds, etc. Okay, another one logical things, it's about schedules. It looks like a timer. Schedule, it's very powerful tool for event. You can start with some date, you can select time or sunrise or sunset. We have an astro timer here, and you can use sunset with some offset plus some minutes or something like this. You can add some finish. You can add some settings. You can set repeat, like never, every day, every week, or custom, for example, by weeks with some days. All of this possible here. Very, very flexible tool. Well, but it's just an event. It's not about some logical part. I mean, we haven't here some actions. How we can make it? The first step, I will add again a KNX, KNX ETS file. Okay, the same way, import. And now I have here KNX addresses. Well, and I want to make some routine. It's like a rule, new rule, very simple way. I think it's a more interesting way than FBD diagrams. How it will be when the schedule event 1 start, then send volume, for example, to KNX relay 1, and that's all. It means that our relay will be turned on when schedule is start. But I can add additional logic part for this, but only if. What it means, we can add some condition, for example, but only if token, for example, when our KNX router, for example, when a relay second is on. Okay, very simple way to routines. It's another one logical thing. But again, what we have about schemes and routines, of course, we have a documentation, very powerful documentation. Block schemes here about all of possibility, about types, how we can use it, some examples, a lot of different logical parts. Again, for our project, available logical things like a scheme, like a routine, like a schedule. Well, what next? And what about data exchange between protocols in a click? It's very simple way when we have some different drivers. For example, here we have a KNX IP, and I will add another one, for example, BACnet driver. BACnet network, yes. And I can add to BACnet some devices or feedbacks, all of this possible. And we can make in one click something like this. When I have a feedback from BACnet, I want to send it to KNX, for example, to KNX relay 1. I want to make this relation. And now, as you can see, here we have a relation when a BACnet, it will be forward value to KNX. Or we can make it with a very simple way. For example, a relay, a relay 2 will be added here. As you can see now, we have a relay 2. You can add it like a drag and drop. But if you want to make some special thing, JS is to solve individual tasks. JS is a very powerful tool like a JavaScript, but it's not so complicated, I think. You can add a new script for this interface, and here, for example, I will show you it on a slide on our panel project. Again, script. We have another one, and when events start, I just add a very simple command. I think a lot of tutorial we have in network about how we can make the first step. Of course, all of this about hello world. And I could just start emulator. And oh no, I have some I have some error in my scripts because of course ER should be caption. And again, we will try. Function is not defined. Okay, I'm not a programmer. Local and remote controls, the next step. We have two different ways for local and remote control. The first thing you can use in our project, here we have a settings. you can add a direct connection. It means that it will be available in local network only, without internet connection, without any additional settings, etc. Just host and port, and that's all. Of course, you can add port forwarding. If you have some static IP, you can add it to this project and use it like a direct connection. Or you can add remote cloud control. In this case, our server will be available via secure connection with the cloud. It's look like this case. It means that our server will be connected to the cloud and your application will be connected to the cloud too. All connections are outgoing. It means that it's hidden from an observer. It's very secure way to control your home. And more about secure. We do not store data in the cloud. We only send them between the server and the panel. I mean, our cloud, it looks like a VPN cloud with a pipe. All data just transferred via cloud to the server and another way without any databases, etc., etc. And again, all functions will be available in local mode without any trouble with the internet. And a last thing here, it's about adding voice control to KNX installation. We support a Google Home and Amazon Alexa. And for this case, you should use our server, of course. And it's just a driver, again, driver, which will be Alexa. And here we can add some devices to control, for example, level and power, to add some additional devices like switch, climate, dimmer, etc. And of course, the same thing about Google Home. And of course, we have documentation about this. And here we have a documentation in 9.3 Pro drivers voice control here. Okay, and what about GS? One more thing. We have ready GS modules for a lot of different AV, audio, video equipment: Athlona, Blue Sound, Bose, Dobert, HDL, Hotel, Kramer, Legrand, a lot of different drivers. Or we have some tips and tricks for some cases, like integration with IBM Cloud, like event log, like a schedule on a control panel, connecting to IBM Watson, connecting Modbus TCP device to MQTT Cloud, a lot of different cases, and you can use it for your project. Thank you for your attention. Anton?
Thank you, Alex. Thanks for the explanation. And of course, it was just initial information, very basic one for you, but the idea is to show the capabilities of the product and make you to be interested in it, to try. And if you want to try it and learn more about how to work with our products, how to work with KNX Integration Server, you are welcome to join the online courses, which we have available in iRidium Academy on our website. And you should choose iRidium Pro courses and go through them to create first project with KNX and third-party systems. So you're very welcome. Just keep in mind, in order to try any of our products, to try for free, you should have a dealer registration. The third thing we'd like to ask you, using this QR code, you are welcome to share your opinion about what kind of functions are strictly important for you, for your projects, in order to use our solution there, successfully use. So please share your opinion regarding this product and tell us what else is required to use it in your projects.